So today we would be solving Leetcode question number 47, and that is permutations 2. We have solved permutation 1 in our previous video and the link will be in the description. So permutations 2 says that we are given with repeated numbers or duplicates. Okay, like for in this example we have 112. In permutations 1 we had only distinct numbers, so we need to print all the permutations keeping in mind that the numbers are being repeated, sorry. I know that at the end I would be returning a vector of vector int res, okay, because I need to return a vector of vector. That is why I would be creating a vector of int temp for time being, and yes, I would be calling my answer function, and I would be passing in my nums, I would be passing in my res, I would be passing in my temp, and that is it for now. And then at the end I would be returning my res vector. Okay, let us create a void function of answer that would be getting a vector of int ampersand nums, and it would be getting a vector of vector int ampersand res, and yeah, that is it. Yeah, and a vector of int temp, and that is it. Okay, the condition remains the same, that is if nums dot size is equals to temp, sorry, if temp dot size, either way, if temp dot size is equals to nums dot size, then in that case please do res dot push back my temp. Yeah, now our for loop for int I is equals to 0, I is less than nums dot size and I plus plus. Next, I know that at during my permutations one, I was just iterating. I was finding if the current number has occurred previously or not. If it has occurred previously, then I was neglecting it. But now it is the case that the numbers can be duplicate. So we need to now treat that, is that number, does that number at that index has occurred previously. So now this is the game of indexes. So if ith index has been occurred previously, then we would be neglecting it as of now. If it has not occurred previously, then we would be doing something with it. Okay, so for that I'll be creating a vector of bool of used or not, and this would be passing in nums dot size. Initially all will be false, that is it. I would be passing it in my answer function, and this would be also written here, that is vector of bool ampersand used, that is it. So I would be saying that if used at I, if it is true, or there is a condition that if I is greater than 0 and nums at I is equals to nums at I minus 1 and used of I minus 1 of the previous element, that is equal if it is not true, that is if it has not been used. Okay, in the current scenario, if it has not been used, then please do continue. What have we written, I'll be discussing. For now let us just be in present and just think that if we are taking this number, then we need to make its used index, used at I, is equals to true. Okay, and that then from there, from that number, we need to see all the permutations from this number. Now we will be seeing all the permutations. So for calling rest of the permutations from this number, we would be saying nums res temp and used. After using this number in my permutations, I would be saying used at I is equals to false, and I would be saying, oh sorry, and I forgot one thing, temp dot push back nums at I, very good, and used it would be, and at last we would be saying temp dot pop back, remove the last element, that is the very present element that we were treating, it removes that element. Okay, so what have we written in this scenario? Like for example, and one more thing, I'll be explaining that also. I'll be sorting the vector. I'll be sorting the nums dot begin up till nums dot end. Okay. Now why are we doing these things? Supposingly I was given my nums, as 1, my 2, 1 and 2. Okay. If I sort this one, I would be getting 1, 2 and 2. Okay. Now I came on 1. Okay, I came on 1. I said, now you are the starting point of all the permutations. Now please do add numbers and let us make a permutation from starting from you. Okay, so it went ahead. It said 1 at use at I is equal to true. Okay, nice way. So then temp dot pushback use at I, nice, called the function again. It went ahead. It then this function checked that if it was used, that yes it was used, because we are again iterating from 0. So 1 was used, it added this 2, nice one. It again went on to calling the function again, size is not 3. It went again in the for loop for I is equal to 0. So this was there, this was there, then came this one. So this was also appended. My temp had 1 2 2, everything was going fine. When are we required to search for this condition? Can you guys guess? After treating with 1, my function will go on saying, now I am having 2, please do start all the permutations starting from 2. Can you do this? Yes, I can do this. So from this index 2, I would be starting all my permutations. I would be saying that for this index 2, please make please make please make um, I is equals to 1 is equals to true. Very nice. Go ahead, add 1. Oh yeah, that was not there. So make I is equals to 0 as true. Very nice. This 2 is appended, nothing happened. This 2 for I is equals to 2, make it true, and that is nice. We received this as a permutation. Okay, now it said pop back this 2, pop back this one. Now I will iterate from this 2 and keeping this as intact. So now this 2 was starting intact. Now I went ahead with this 2 first. Okay, because my for loop will be treated right now also. Now these all only keeping this one intact as I is equals to 2 is equals to true. Okay, then I is equals to 0 is equals to true. For if we would be adding 1, yeah, we would be adding 1. Nice, everything went very nice. We got these two as our very new permutations. But now came this 2. It said, now it's my turn, I will also generate permutations. And when we saw that the permutations that he would be generating would again be this, and it would again be 1. So that would result into repetitions of permutations, and we do not want this condition to occur. That's why we said, if things are sorted, if our nums is sorted, then previously if I am having two numbers as similar, they are being similar, nums at I is equal to nums at I minus 1, and previously used at I minus 1 was neglected, because after using every number we are making it false. So if it was false, that means if this condition occurs, that is the previous number would have occurred in some or the other way, in some way, or previously it would have occurred. and generated all the permutations. Now if you are similar to your previous number, then you need not generate any permutations, because this would lead into repetitions of permutations, and that is not acceptable. So yeah, this condition is just reading this. Making things sorted just helped us in recognizing what are the repeated numbers. Okay, so that is it. If I just submit it now, I think this would be submitted. Compilation error, we have a continue, so a semicolon should be there. And and again an error, it should be size, it should be size. That is it. Accepted, it took 0 milliseconds. And sorting, yeah, we have done sorting. I think it would be accepted. Yeah, that would be accepted. Yeah, that is accepted, guys, and we are done with it. This question is important because it is asked in Amazon and Microsoft, so we must not neglect its importance. And I have discussed the similar approach, the pattern that we are following, this pushback, function calling, and popback in my previous videos of permutations 1 and subset 1. So please do check that out, because there is a pattern behind all these questions. We Please, if you have any doubts, comment down in the comment section, and we'll be meeting in the next video. Till then, bye.